Good morning, South Dakota. Good morning, Hobo Day fans. Welcome to the 105th Hobo Day Parade. We're your parade announcers. I'm Doug Warmerdal, alum of 1985, and I'm joined by the lovely and talented
Donna Meyer Warmerdal, the 1985 Grand Poobah.
And as always, the parade starts with the presentation of the colors. Please be prepared to remove your hats, stand, and salute the flag. Presentation of the colors, of course, accompanied by the soft percussion of the Bumblebee and the rather louder percussion of the SDSU Pride. First after the color guard, of course, is the parade marshal. This year's parade marshal is Mary Moeller. Congratulations, Dr. Moeller. Accompanied by her husband, of course, also former SDSU faculty, Lon Moeller.
Following the parade marshal, the Bumblebee is Weary Will and Dirty Lil. They'll be unveiled at halftime at the football game. Happy Hobo Day, Weary and Dirty.
The pride of the Dakotas. Jack is mixed in there. The dance team. The flag squad. And one of the great things about the Pride of the Dakotas, besides the obvious musical talent, is that the Pride is open to any student, not just music majors. So there's lots of engineers, lots of nursing majors, lots of journalism majors mixed in there with those music pros. That's got to be a bit of an aerobic experience for the tubas and the drum lines. 2 miles playing with a tuba early on a Saturday morning. Thank you, Pride. Of course, it takes more than a little equipment to get the Pride to where they're going. For the national parades they go, and of course Hobo Day Parade. So you got to have a place to load those tubas.
Good morning, Dr. Reynolds. Happy Hobo Day. Following the Pride is SDSU President Barry Dunn and First Lady Jane Dunn.
Barry is the 20th president of SDSU and the third alum to hold the post. President Dunn is riding in his personalized Mustang today, Dr. D, along with the First Lady. He's being driven today by someone who I share DNA with, It's my son Drew. His friend.
Happy
Yes.
Hubbo Day!
Yeah.
Good morning.
Yep. It's my car, so be careful, all right?
Don't scratch it.
He's a big fibber. Next in the dignitaries is, of course, very generous benefactor of SDSU, Dana J. Dykehouse, class of '79 alum. Thank you, Dana, for all your generous support of SDSU. And next we have the very definition of a parade gap. We're kind of prepared this year to do what comes natural in parades in terms of parade gaps, so we thought we'd share a little bit of fun facts regarding the parade. So Hobo Day started in 1912. That makes this the 105th celebration of Hobo Day. Some other things that happened in 1912 is New Mexico was admitted to the Union. And of course today SDSU has students from all 50 states and more than 30-40 countries. So New Mexico and Arizona was also admitted to the Union. We'll probably see some Girl Scouts marching later today, and the Girl Scouts organization was also founded in 1912 when Hobo Day began.
Ready? Ready?
Next we have some members of the SDSU Military Corps, perhaps ROTC or National Guard. We're just going to wait till they get a little closer. This is the SDSU Army ROTC, along with many members of the student cadre, passing out candy and marching in the Hobo Day Parade. The Fightin' Jacks. They're followed by the National Guard, an outstanding organization, but regrettably have a symbol of a coyote as part of their logo, so we'll have to work on that. The colors are blue and yellow, so we like that. The 740th Transportation Company.
Next we have our first float of the parade, the College of Pharmacy.
Students receive support from many fantastic float generous donors, so we want to thank our friends at Dakota Bank, Taco John's, First Bank and Trust, Brian and Terry Shequin, Cubbies, and Best Choice Real Estate for their support of the floats. Jackrabbit Stampede Ambassador Mariah Wright. Sioux Falls Mayor Mike Heather, an SDSU alum. Donna and I were undergraduates when this gentleman was vice president of the student body. Happy Hobo Day, Mike. SDSU is a certainly proud institution with its agricultural heritage, and here we have a float representing the horse unit. Or at least that's what the float says. No, we've got many deans and dignitaries on there. Dean Bott, Dean of the Graduate School, so it's the Dean float.
Happy Hobo Day, folks.
Which I think they're all engaged with horse research, so that's good.
Isn't everyone at SDSU?
Indeed. Also occurring 105 years ago, the cherry trees of Washington, D.C. were planted by First Lady Taft and the ambassador from Japan at the time. And for you baseball fans, 105 years ago, Fenway Park opened.
Looks like we have another dignitary coming up.
I don't know what that has to do with it, but...
Here we have members of the Brookings School Board joining us this morning.
Right here.
throwing some treats to the crowd.
Awesome. Now we've got a number of the fire trucks from the area. The first truck up is one of the vintage antique models. Not sure they're using that to put out fires anymore. It's a GMC from the Brookings Fire Department. Next there's a little fire truck that looks like it might have got left in the dryer too long. It shrunk up a bit. With two little firefighters.
Some fire-ready recruits.
Yes. I think they call those sparks when they're that little. An impressive array of equipment from the Brookings Fire Department. Rescue vehicles, brush fire equipment, hook and ladder units, engines and pumpers. This will get the people on the parade route woke up if they fire up some of those sirens along the way.
That first antique truck was in service in 1940.
1940. That's when I started my undergraduate career, and I graduated in 1985, so it took a while.
And the Brookings Fire Department has been in service for 137 years.
That's even older than Hobo Day. Another remarkable thing about our friends in the Brookings Fire Department is that it's an entirely, except for the chief and the leadership, entirely a volunteer service, so it's a very large and complex operation run by volunteers. This year's Hobo Day theme or tagline is called Homeward Bound. After 105 years, an event like Hobo Day relies on the spirit and energy of current students to continue the Hobo Day tradition. The biggest one-day event in the Dakotas, as always, is coordinated by the Grand Poobah, this year Anna Shequin from Elk Point, South Dakota. For those of you who don't know the tagline, Homeward Bound is actually one of the theories is where the word hobo came from. Following the Civil War, soldiers would ride trains as they made their way back home. Wherever the train stopped, they would hop off, work whatever jobs they could find, and then continue on their way. This became a new lifestyle as more and more people craved the thrilling adventure of life on the rails. Choosing to leave the comfort of their homes and the life they knew, these brave men and women struck out in search of memories and adventure. However, it wasn't all fun and games. The hobos lived by a strict code of conduct to ensure that they kept an honorable reputation for themselves and their lifestyle. Wherever the train stopped, the hobos had to find work, and if no work was to be found, they contributed to the town by offering up their own talents, such as woodworking, crafting, or playing music. This is also part of where the bum band tradition comes from here at SDSU. The summer, when the committee traveled to the National Hobo Convention, the Hobo Day Committee, they were able to see firsthand some of the amazing crafts and talents hobos can create, including their hobo gear. Many of them were covered with patches, and that's also a tradition at SDSU, your bum clothes. It told the story of where they had been and what they've done. So the words homeward bound, H-O-B-O, is a theory that where the word hobo comes from.
Here we have some units from the Aurora Fire Department.
Followed by the Brookings Ambulance Service.
The Brookings Ambulance provides emergency 911 advanced life support services to Brookings, much of Brookings County, and Aurora, Bruce, Bushnell, Sinai, and Volga. They also assist area ambulance services from Arlington, Clear Lake, Elkton, Esteline, White, and Lake Preston, Woodbury Preston. That's quite a large area.
Some other events students are enjoying on campus this past week, while we ran up to the big celebration today, included the 1-month club kickoff, and that was done a month ago, so brave men and women of SDSU let their razors rust away and allow their beards and leg hair to grow, unchecked for the month preceding Hobo Day. Weary Will and Dirty Lil judged the resulting facial hair and leg hair, or that thereof, just before the Cavords Talent Show. And
Fun fact.
fun fact,
In
yeah.
fact,
Yes.
I was a 1 month club award winner 2 years in a row.
2 years in a
My
row.
undergrad, yes. I won a free pizza. Yeah.
And pizza is the currency of the college student
It
life.
is.
So here we have Miss SDSU, Miss South Dakota, and our state's representative to the Miss USA contest. Miranda Mack. Miss America, of course I meant Miss
Yes.
America. Who said Miss USA?
And Hobo Day Committee member. Woo! Native of Redfield, South Dakota?
Native of Redfield, South
Yes.
Dakota, yes. Happy Hobo Day, Miranda.
I'm a native of the booming metropolis of White, South Dakota.
A very generically named town, yes.
Proud graduate of Dewberg High School.
The Dolphins. I believe they'll have a band
And
today.
you are not a South Dakota native.
I am not, but I'm South Dakotan by choice. Here's our Brookings County Commissioners, showing off their fitness
Yes,
levels by
happy
walking
Hobo
the
Day.
parade route. Isn't it fun, County Commissioners, to do something where you don't have to keep minutes? Happy Hobo Day,
Don't
guys.
worry about parliamentary procedure.
Right.
You know.
I move we march in the parade.
Awesome. Thank you. Here we have Representative Tim Reed.
Tim Reed,
Good morning. Happy Hobo Day.
another proud SDSU alum, is part of the leadership of the state. The state
Another
legislature.
float. We love to see the floats. Department of Mechanical Engineering.
Those are some spectacular bicycles that they've re-engineered.
They built a beautiful 3D printer.
Awesome.
That's what they're representing. Yes.
Yes, and there's Vanna Hobo right there showing off the 3D printer. There's another dignitary, Nancy Fahrenwald, who is our Dean of the College of Nursing. Nancy's in her daily commuter, the Mustang.
Tap down today. Don't know about tomorrow. And here we have a parade gap.
Yes,
View of
so
the
let's
street.
do another fun fact about what the students have been doing this week prior to Hobo Day. Earlier this week, they did the Paint the Town event, which if you go downtown in Brookings today, you'll have a chance to see some of their handiwork. As the old adage goes, go paint the town red, although here in Hobo Country, we paint the town yellow and blue. They provide a window, the local merchants and the students get to decorate it. So it's lots of those fun decorated windows throughout the town. What is it? Oh.
He always looks like this, and he has his glasses on.
Here comes a marching band. We love to see marching bands in the parade. This is the Brookings Mickelson Middle School Band. The middle school band is under the direction of Jeff Sokup and consists of 90 Brookings Middle School students. Can you name that tune, Doug?
I can't actually. What is
Let him play some chorus.
it? Okay. It's familiar, but I don't know it. Anybody here know the tune? The Brookings Middle School Band playing Mercy, 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 cleverly contributed by Kurt Cogswell, SDSU faculty in math, and I understand, a gifted trombone player. If you don't know who Kurt is right now, he's the one blushing on the sidewalk because I mentioned his name. Next, I'm guessing we have our Air Force ROTC unit. Again, the student cadre. This one looks to be a sort of man-powered aircraft. Very aerodynamic, though. I don't know if they're supposed to fly with their landing gear down like that, but otherwise impressive. Thank you for your service, Air Force cadets. Got the lovely Jackrabbit logo there. Next is another parade dignitary. It's our College of Engineering Teacher of the Year, Carrie Steinlicht. Congratulations, Carrie, on the honor.
Good morning. Happy Hobo Day.
I got a Kit Kat.
Next we have, looks to be one of our local scouting organizations. Lots of little Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts.
It's like Cub Scout Pack 4. The Pack 4 Cub Scouts, parents, and leaders would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone for their continual support in buying Boy Scout popcorn. Your generosity and donations help support their activities throughout the year, along with summer camps. Thank you, Pack 4. Thank you for coming.
We were involved in scouts when our kids were little, and we had a kid in the scout troop that sold so much popcorn he got like a Buick as the prize.
The caramel corn is the best.
It
That
is
the
awesome,
best
very
stuff.
addictive. Here's SDSU's provost, Dennis Hedge. Happy Hobo Day, Dennis. Followed by
Right
Miss
in the room.
South Dakota Outstanding Teen of 2017, Elizabeth Neslin.
Hobo Day. Oh, I can hear the praise band coming.
Rocking up the parade route right now is Oasis, featuring live music again this year. SDSU is a campus that hosts many youth faith groups from all different faiths, all different denominations and faith traditions. It's certainly part of what helps students get through college to have that opportunity to connect, and Oasis is one of those. I've seen people march with brass instruments and woodwinds and drums, but this is the first time I've seen somebody marching with guitar in hand. That was pretty cool.
It's
So
the
it-
Oasis Student Ministry Group on campus that meets Sunday nights at 8 o'clock at Grace Point Wesleyan Church. Oasis is a tradition of powerful worship and life-giving messages. Come check them out.
And in honor of the late Tom Petty, we're getting Free Fallin'. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Next we have the Sons of Norway entry. The Sons of Norway Viking boat, sponsored by Fjordland Lodge 1508. Our goal is to teach the culture to anyone interested.
Oh yeah, to be sure then, that's the Sons of Norway. I'm Norwegian myself. I love the
We've got
lutefisk. I
some
love the hot
lutefisk.
dish. You guys
Load
are
up
awesome.
the butter and the lefse.
Go Norskis.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of lutefisk.
You're not a fan of lutefisk?
I could do some
It's-
lefse though with some sugar
It's
and
an
butter.
acquired taste, and with enough butter, enough melted butter, you can really, it'll work. It'll work.
I like the rosettes too. I haven't made those for quite a few years.
Get on
I'll
that.
have to try that again this year. Gotta train our Norwegian children.
Indeed.
It's not
It doesn't taste like that, so it's good.
Looks like we have another dignitary coming up.
Yep, looks like he is gone out of the convertible and is walking the parade route here.
Who could it be?
The stuff that we get from the church, is that like actual lefse?
It's our local
Oh, it's Christy
state
Nom. Good morning. Happy
Yep.
Hobo Day.
Representative Nome from close by, celebrating parade morning with us here in Brookings, South Dakota. Senator John Thune also walking the parade route. That's a pretty fit congressional delegation to be able to walk that entire parade
Nice to
route.
see him in royal blue this morning.
Indeed.
isn't it?
Senator Thune pausing for a nice Facebook post for the
Yeah,
Anderson
favorite
family.
kids, awesome. Happy holidays.
Thanks for coming, Senator Thune.
Oh, here's an award-winning float. Most creative float for the Hobo Day Parade.
This is the Construction Management and Architecture Club, one of the more than 200 student organizations here at South Dakota State University. Thanks, Construction Management Club.
Congratulations on your award. That's awesome.
It's a major award, and that doesn't look fragile at all.
They're all major awards. The Construction Management Club and Architecture Club, we may not be mathletes or athletes, but we'll make sure the job is complete.
And they're actually roasting some Panther burgers. That's awesome. I understand McDonald's will be selling those later.
Good morning.
Getting melted by Smarties. Yeah, how's that
Oh, looks
one?
like this is Brookings City Council coming up here.
Here is longtime SDSU supporter and current Brookings Mayor Keith Corbett, along with the City Council. I see Patty
Happy Hobo Day.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Happy Hobo Day, City Council. The Marching Scarlet Pride of Chamberlain, South Dakota, here from the center of the state.
They traveled quite a ways.
They did indeed. They're doing the Mancini Pink Panther theme.
The Chamberlain Scarlet Pride Marching Band is under the direction of Phil Carlson and consists of 56 students. The Scarlet Pride will be competing at the Hobo Day Field Show later today.
Good luck, Scarlet Pride. Thank you for coming to Hobo Day.
It's a big day for these guys.
Good sounding drum corps here with the Scarlet Pride.
Here is our 2017 Hobo Spirit Award winner, Keith Jensen. Happy Hobo Day, Keith. Good to see you.
Congratulations again to Keith Jensen. The Hobo Spirit Award is voted on by the Hobo Day Committee and the Bum Board.
Still ringing those bells. Go Keith.
It's
Another
Smokey
float.
the Bear. That's awesome.
The National Resource Management Club.
I even know the Smokey the Bear song, but to preserve the broadcast and to keep people's ears safe, I'm not going to sing it.
The Department of Natural Resource Management is here with a representative from the Ecology Club, Wildlife and Fisheries Club, Range Club, and American Fisheries Society. Whether it's a monarch flying south for the winter, a fishing swimming upstream, or a bison grazing to new ground, we are all homeward bound. Here's another nice float. Look at that. Very colorful.
It's the Office of International Affairs Special Entry. The Office of International Affairs is made up of English as a second language, international students, and scholars and study abroad. They currently serve 875 international students from 91 different countries around the world, helping students explore their cultures through study abroad, internships, and service learning in over 70 different countries. Thank you, International Affairs.
Looks great, guys.
This is Zach Carter, one of our distinguished alumni. Congratulations, Zach, on the award. So I don't know where nursing students find time to build a float with as hard as that curriculum is, but this year's effort has won Best Overall Float. Congratulations to the Nursing Student Association.
Awesome.
6? They're telling us it's 6 years in a row. That's awesome. Congratulations, guys. Happy Hobo Day. And I've got this cough. I was wondering if you could listen and take it. So you can get some meds. Indeed, she dispensed the meds right away. It turns out it's Smarties, though. Here's Brookings Advance with a nice reflection of the Homeward Bound theme. Congratulations, Advance. Thank you for coming to the Hobo Day Parade. SDSU Distinguished Alum winner John Hendrickson in a college-themed highlighter. This is the kind of color you would use to highlight your sociology text. Congratulations, John.
Yeah, but someone's gonna steal your.
I hear another band coming up the road. Hoarding all the candy over there.
I am. I had to get it off the announcing stand, though, so I didn't get tempted to eat it. Dots and parade announcing
As long
don't
as you
mix well.
share later on. Who do we have coming? The Lennox High School Marching Band.
The Marching Orioles from just down the road on I-29.
The Lennox Oriole Pride Marching Band is under the direction of Tyler Nettestad and consists of 39 students. The Oriole Pride Band will be competing in the Hobo Day Field Show later today also.
The field show is held in the SJAC, or the Student Athletic Indoor Athletic Center, just north of the stadium.
Back in our day, they were judged as they marched through the parade.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like these guys would have a copyright infringement case against the Baltimore Orioles. Get a little more money to support the Lennox Marching
An
Band.
Oriole's an Oriole.
This is a really aggressive looking one. That's awesome. People listen to the Orioles drum cadence as they march by the reviewing stand. Good looking group. Check out those drums and Oriole colors. That's really spectacular.
The Orioles are followed by another dignitary in the parade.
It's distinguished alum David Nagelhout. Congratulations, David, on the award, and happy Hobo Day.
He is followed by Representative Spencer Hawley. Happy Hobo Day, Spencer.
This is the Agricultural Education Club and Brookings New Lions Club. A cooperative float sponsored by the Ag Ed Club and the Brookings New Lions Club. Kids Site. South Dakota is a free statewide vision screening program provided to children ages 12 months and up. The vision screening machine takes a picture of the child's eye and within seconds provides accurate results to help the child see better. Thank you, New Lions and Brookings Ag Ed Club, for your service.
Here we have another float coming up. It's quite sparkly. From the Medical Lab Science Club. The Medical Laboratory Sciences program is a Bachelor of Science degree program that prepares students for careers in medical laboratory sciences. SDSU is the only university NAACLS accredited program in South Dakota. The program emphasizes basic sciences, medical laboratory sciences, critical thinking skills, and structured learning in laboratories of clinical affiliated hospitals.
They are followed by the Jack Rabbit
Very
Rodeo.
nice. Very nice.
2017 Esteline Rodeo Queen, Carolyn Bradford. South Dakota State 4-H Rodeo Queen, Haley Hinker. 2017 Corn Palace Stampede Queen, Shannon Reveline. Corn Palace Stampede Junior Queen, Gabrielle Reveline. And 2017 Corn Palace Stampede Princess. The SDSU Rodeo Club's entry this year. Also followed by another dignitary, Krista Haringa, 2017 South Dakota Dairy Princess. SDSU Distinguished Alum, Suzanne Hansen. Congratulations.
Followed by the Arlington High School Marching Band. The Arlington High School Band is under the direction of Kelly Van Overbeck and consists of 45 students.
Next we have a really intriguing parade entry.
Happy holiday, Faye! Good to see you marching.
The South Dakota State University School of Design parade entry. Look at those creative constructions.
Very cool. Very cool.
Followed by a design sculpture, SDSU School of Design. Take a look at these three waving. It's synchronized. That takes some effort.
Synchronized waving.
And they're all going to have
You
Popeye
event?
arms at the end of this parade route from working it like that. These dignitaries are the 2017 Box Elder Bug Royalty, Sarah Engels and her court. Here we go. Now this one feels like Hobo Days of a few years ago. This is SDSU's farmhouse.
Happy Hobo Day, Farmhouse. Awesome. Keep that baby running.
That vehicle may have one or two more guys in official capacity,
We need
but we're
some smoke.
happy to see it. It's fine. They checked it out. They said it's good. Here's Public Utilities Commissioner Chris Nelson.
Happy Hobo Day.
Happy Hobo Day, sir. One of Brookings' local dance troupes is the Madison Avenue Dance Studio, looking very pink and sparkly and celebratory on Hobo Day.
The Madison Avenue Dance Studio is celebrating its third season in Brookings. We offer ballet, tap, jazz, palm, and hip-hop classes for ages 3 years and up. See, it's not too late for you, Doug. Our studio is located north of the Brookings Airport on the western side of town. We're always looking for new dancers, so feel free to join us. Contact Brooke Liebel for more information.
Some of the dancers and tumblers are showing off their skills here. We've got some handstands and cartwheels. I tell you, I'd be sick like coming off the tilt-a-whirl if I had tried some of that. This is Wildfire Children's Activity Center. Wildfire Children's Activity Center offers programs for all ages, from tumbling classes, ninja classes, cheerleading, Mommy and Me, open gym, and inflatable birthday parties. Wildfire Children's Activity Center. I think those ninja classes would be fun.
Maybe we could do that for your birthday.
All right.
Okay, we could make some arrangements.
Followed immediately by the visit to the ninja emergency room.
Happy how about you folks?
Here's SDSU dignitary. 1 month club finalists.
Woo!
The beard is
Awesome.
obvious, and we're just gonna.
Congratulations, winners.
The beard is obvious. We're just gonna take your word on
Take
the
your
leg
word
here.
for it.
Yeah, yeah. Although I'm sure it makes the parade route a bit warmer today. Miss Rolling Plains Carly Goodhart in a nice rolling automobile, Lee's toy. What is
Happy
that,
Holiday.
Lee? Is that a Miata? Little Mazda Miata.
Awesome.
very
Good to have
nice
the
car.
top down this morning. Here's the marching band from Hovind High School. They had a bit of a drive this morning, too. The Hoban High School Band is under the direction of Elizabeth Bangs and consists of 40 students. Love the purple. My favorite.
Marching vibraphone, very impressive. Next is a special entry. The Brookings Football Club. Happy Hobo Day, footballers.
The Brookings Football Club provides soccer programming for area kids ages from 3 to 19. We offer opportunities for all levels, from preschool training skills to elementary, middle, and high school recreational leagues to competitive travel leagues.
Here with a mini hot air balloon is the Children's Miracle Network,
The State-a-thon.
which is part of the State-a-thon group. Yes, this is where the fund raised through that annual effort goes to support the Children's Miracle Network.
State-a-thon is SDSU's dance marathon for Children's Miracle Network. State-a-thon's fundraising goal for this year is $165,000 to support the Sanford Castle of Care in Sioux Falls.
It's for the kids.
Help local children and families, such as those riding in the float. Yay! Happy Hobo Day, folks!
65 years of competition in rodeo, SDSU's Rodeo Club. Supported by Steers for State. We got some roping going on here. That might be a genetically altered bull that they're roping on, but it looks pretty good.
Good morning. How are you? Good.
Here's another dignitary, Public Utilities Commissioner Christy Fegan.
Happy Hobo Day!
Happy Hobo Day, Miss Fegan. Got a bike patrol, a special entry here.
Happy Hobo Day.
Looks like the Brookings Mountain Biking Association. The Brookings Mountain Biking Association was established to develop a mountain bike terrain park at the Dakota Nature Park. The goal is to promote health and happiness and get families outside and ride.
There's even a couple of little mountain bikers in there and some of those child carriers. Next, from Volga, Bruce, and Sinai, South Dakota, is the Marching Cossack Band of Sioux Valley. Cossacks, if you didn't know what that is, it's a Russian warrior, and Volga is named for the major river in Russia.
The Sioux Valley High School Band is under the direction of Stephanie Olchenbruns and it consists of 37 students. And Miss O just received an outstanding award. She's been named the 2017 Young Music Educator of South Dakota. Yeah. Congratulations, Miss O.
Marching Cossacks. Drumline sounding good. Okay, everybody, wave hard. This is my boss, SDSU Vice President of Student Affairs,
Happy
Michaela
Hobo
Willis. Good morning, boss. I'm going right back to work after this.
He's checking email while he's sitting here. Oh, another float.
This is our friends from the Agricultural Biological Engineering Systems, or Biosystems Engineering, rather, and the Precision Ag Club. And there's one more sign I'm about to read. Here we go. The Ag Systems Technology Club. That's awesome, guys.
Happy
Hobo Day. They got so what they have on the float is what happens when a dragster and a tractor hookup, sort of a dragster or a track strip. Pius
This is the
Newman
Newman
Center,
Center.
Catholic Jacks.
The Newman Center is your Catholic home at SDSU. The Newman Center creates a welcoming atmosphere for all students. Come to pray, socialize, do homework, and participate in many activities and events. Wander into Pius 12 Newman Center, your home away from home.
So it's the SDSU Shooting Club next. We're going to expect really accurate throws from these guys.
The Brookings Gun Club.
or handoff.
Thank you. Awesome. That's accurate.
They got the clays loaded and ready for that next event. Here comes another batch of pink on campus here.
Oh, this looks like the Universal Cheer Group.
I was like stunned because all of a sudden I feel something whip in my face.
This is Gold Medal Gym and Universal Cheer. Gold Medal offers cheerleading and gymnastics classes to children ages 3 and up for all skill levels.
They are followed by the Miller High School Rustler Regiment. The Miller High School Rustler Regiment is under the direction of Colin Otteson and consists of 50 students. Best pie in the world is just outside of Miller, between Miller and St. Lawrence. I don't remember the name of the restaurant, I'm sorry. I'd offer them an endorsement, but it is pie to die for. That's an awesome green that these guys have shown off because it's not NDSU green. It's Miller Rustler green. Another set of marching vibraphones. Always impressive when you can do that. March. Our director here is Colin Otteson. Marching with the band.
Looks like we have another award-winning float coming up. See the award sign on the hood?
Happy Hobo Day! It's a fantastic float participant. The Jacks Express. Series and SAE sponsoring the award-winning float, the Jacks Express. This is what happens when you only put premium gasoline in your Pontiac. You get a very large Pontiac. Here's our SA leadership, student leadership. President Taylin Albright, Vice President Allison Helms, who's usually studying. Good luck on those LSATs.
And here's a float from Chi Alpha. Chi Alpha is a campus ministry that meets on Wednesday nights in Wagner Hall, room 169. All students are welcome to join them.
Chi Alpha is followed by the Brookings to Broadway Dance Company, where dance instruction is educational and fun. Since 1994, Brookings to Broadway has been sharing the love of dance. Brookings to Broadway is a non-competition studio that concentrates on teaching dancers grace, poise, and self-confidence. I should go do some dancing.
Happy Hobo Day, folks.
I could use the grace and the poise.
You could.
I was hoping we'd have a Girl Scout float because the Girl Scouts are the exact same age as Hobo Days. 105 years old organization in a 105-year-old parade. Congratulations, Girl Scouts.
The Girl Scouts in Brookings are part of the Dakota Horizons Council and members of Girl Scouts USA. Dakota Horizons supports girls in South and North Dakota, Minnesota, and Iowa. Brookings Service Unit supports girls in the greater Brookings area, including Volga and Elkton. Yep, our daughter was a Girl Scout for quite a few years. She really enjoyed it. We have the Elk Point Jefferson High School marching band.
Elk Point Jefferson is under the direction of Aaron Schmeling and consists of 38 students. It is also the hometown of President Emeritus David Sheepman. And courage, most importantly, Kurt Graham Kubauer and the Sheepman. Next, it's one of my favorite entries, this type of entry, the Hobo Mobile Home. This one's a 2-level job. I believe in a previous life it might have been a Ford Taurus. And it's from our friends at Alpha Gamma Rho and Sigma Alpha.
To be a true Hobo Mobile Home, though, there must be a toilet on there somewhere. This one.
I recognize Sioux Valley
Recognize that one on
Cossack
top.
alum up there, Carter Vanderwall.
Nice flower. Yeah, that's a good touch.
I have a feeling that that carpet's going to go right back into a student room there in Alpha Gamma Rho.
Here we have the South Dakota FFA Association.
Very important organization. I was a member of this organization for a long time. Benefited me greatly from the leadership activities and the training. They've even got a little coat on there. Or are you just kidding? Oh, farming joke and a dog.
real.
Awesome. There's SDSU Distinguished Alum, Dave Thompson. Followed by another one of our state level elected representatives, State Senator Larry Tiedemann. And a very nice car driven by Kerry Bretsch doing his best risky business impression. You are absolutely undistinguishable from Tom Trues there, Kerry. Same guy. They are followed by the Webster High School Marching Bearcats from Webster, South Dakota, home of one of the last few A&Ws in South Dakota, which is a fabulous root beer. The Webster Area High School Band is under the direction of Patty Bowley and consists of 58 students.
Grandma Linda, Grandpa Dalen. I bet you $20 he's gonna give me a hug just like you see today. How are you doing? So it's
You name that tune?
we have some dudes.
I'm guessing no,
Thank
because
Stones. Oh, here comes another float entry. This is the SDSU Pokemon Club. The club is dedicated to the Pokemon trainers of Brookings with the chance to battle for gym badges in a Pokemon League, watch movies, and play the games. It's a little something for everyone.
one of the things I love about our campus is the amazing variety of things that students can get involved with. And one of them is the SDSU Hula Hoop Club. Look at these skills. Okay, guys, just keep it up for the next 2 miles. Brookings Area Transit Authority provides student transportation for folks needing rides from downtown or out to the the shopping areas, and it's a great support for students, and we're pleased that it's a partnership between the City of Brookings and SDSU Student Association.
And I remember we going to that one out, and I was like, I'm like, I just wasted like 2 hours. Can't believe it. 2 hours. More than 2 hours.
So while we wait for the parade to move forward, I thought I'd share a couple other things that happened on this exact day, on October 14th in our nation's history. On October 14th, 1947, Chuck Yeager breaks the sound barrier. In 1962, U.S. reconnaissance aircraft discovered the Cuban missiles. And in 1964, Martin Luther King received the Nobel Peace Prize. It all happened on October 14th, just like today's parade. Now we're rolling again.
What's the opposite of a parade gap?
Parade's pause, I guess.
Pause?
Parade pause.
Stall?
Yeah. Usually it's a horse unit that's causing that, but we don't know what's up there.
Here we have some folks from the Brookings Taekwondo Club.
He's at
Brookings Taekwondo encourage students of any age level and skill set to come and try their program. They're located at 919 Main Avenue South. They have various classes scheduled throughout the week.
There's a lot of the members there on the Brookings Taekwondo Club, but I recognize at least one. Sam Jennings Jr. is a colleague of mine, and that's Sam Jennings III. He's also a sequel. Congratulations, Happy Hobo Day, Taekwondo Club. Here's the Brookings County 4-H. I pledge my head to clear thinking, my heart to greater loyalty, my hands to larger service, and my health to better living. There's more than that, but we've got to get the rest of your stuff in.
Show off. Homeward bound or onto an adventure, 4-H provides a strong foundation of life skills. Take advantage of projects and programs that promote strong character, confidence, and personal development. 4-H is supported by volunteer leaders at all levels.
It's the Bell Brands cow. Happy Hobo Day.
We
got
got
it.
the baby bells.
We got to get that cow turned blue, though.
She got one. Whoa, all the way over there? We didn't eat breakfast.
Who do we have coming up next?
Distinguished alumni David Blagan, besides being just an all-around swell guy, is such a good-looking man that the Weary Will statue on campus is modeled after him.
Woo-hoo!
Ladies and gentlemen, the real-life Weary Will, driven by Drew and Eli again. Round true.
Happy Hobo Day.
Happy Hobo Day, guys.
Another marching band, the Chester Flyers, are coming up next.
The Chester Flyer Band is under the direction of Helen Mogan and consists of 65 students. Followed by their flag corps. Thanks for coming to Hobo Day, Chester. Well, here's some more SDSU student ingenuity at work. Built by the engineering students, it's almost an Indy racer.
That looks like fun. Maybe they let us borrow it.
He's going to line them up here for us.
South
See, you got
Dakota
a
State
taillight.
Wild Hare Racing.
Many sponsors of that: Industrial Machine and Engineering, Twin City Fans and Blowers, Poet, Larson, Dakota Digital, many of the generous sponsors of the Wild Hare race car. From the Society of Engineers. Dakota Drifters, a local snowmobiling organization.
Oh, I hope we don't get that much snow this summer.
I do. Bring it on. Let's have some snow.
We need one of those.
After the crops are out. Here's another fantastic float participant. Mr. Werby, many undergraduates. It's the KSDJ Student Run Radio from the lower level of South Dakota State University.
KSDJ
Student
Radio
media.
Station is a multiple award-winning collegiate newspaper have provided home-based and outstanding news information to the SDSU and Brooking community for more than 100 years.
Here's a special entry from the First United Methodist Church. Hey, not only do they have a good campanile, but
Yes.
it's got the light in case there's a really low-flying plane
Very
here today.
nice.
Safety first from you, First United Methodist.
But does it have the carol on?
Well,
Do you hear anything?
it just looks
No.
good. It just looks good.
Sorry.
Happy Hobo Day,
Hobo Day,
Paul.
folks.
Y'all are looking great. Ready for the game.
Another special entry from the Volga Christian School.
The Volga Christian School was founded in 1949 by a group of Christian Reformed families that wanted to make sure their children were taught religious beliefs along with core subjects every day during the school year. For more information regarding the non-denominational Volga Christian School, visit the website at volgachristianschool.org or the school at 223 East 6th in Volga.
The purple tells me that we've got Flandreau coming up the road here very soon. The marching Flandreau Flyers.
hit each other and then we just kept hitting each other.
The Flandreau High School band is under the direction of Patrick Waite and consists of 48 students. Thanks for coming to Hobo Day, Flandreau.
It never bothered me. It bothered me.
Let's give them a listen. Very impressive, Flandreau. I've always impressed with drum majors. They do that entire parade route backwards. So impressive. So I believe we have Mr. and Mrs. Homely coming here next.
Woohoo!
Yes. They're an attractive pair. It's one of the time-honored
Very
traditions of Hobo Day.
creative.
Bit of a sarcastic. Oh, look at that pink skirt on Miss Homely coming.
Nice sash, too. Very nice.
You said sash.
Sash. Yes. Sash.
The Brookings Ice Skating Association is a youth hockey organization established for the promotion of youth hockey in Brookings and the surrounding area. Brookings Ice Skating Association is a volunteer program and they love to promote hockey for family, friends, and fun. For more information, go to www.brookingsrangers.com. Go Rangers! Got a vintage Farmel coming up the road here.
Is it our first tractor of the parade?
It might be. It might be.
We need more tractors.
I think that's followed by a vintage manure spreader, which is today thankfully loaded with balloons. It's an international 826, a 1970, a special gold demonstrator model. So this would have been brought out to dealerships and farmers around the areas to show the function of the new tractors.
The SDSU Collegiate Farm Bureau and the South Dakota Farm Bureau Federation are celebrating the 100th anniversary of the South Dakota Farm Bureau. The tractor is an IH Golden Demonstrator. You're correct. Another award-winning float. Best Hobo Float from Alpha Z Delta and Sigma Phi. Yay, Hobo Day!
A couple of our Greek chapter organizations, we're very proud of them. I love the...
It's like a corn crib.
Special Entry 28 recognizes our prisoners of war.
This is Rolling Thunder Chapter 2. The major role of Rolling Thunder is to publicize the POW-MIA issue, to educate the public that many American prisoners of war were left behind after all previous wars, and to help correct the past and to protect the future veterans from being left behind if they should become prisoners of war, missing in action.
Miss South Dakota USA contestants, 2017 Miss South Dakota USA contestant Blair Flamond and 2017 Teen South Dakota USA contestant Jamie Winiger. Now we have some of our political representatives. Folks supporting Ms. Nome, Mr. Johnson, Representative Wick.
He's here.
Say Senator Wick, thank you. They're in front of our friends, the College Republicans. I'm sure we'll see our friends, the College Democrats, as well. School and Public Lands Representative Ryan Bruner, also former SDSU SA President, all-around swell guy, helped us get the Wellness Center built.
The SDSU College Republicans are working hard to provide an open area for conservatives to come and talk and get to know one another on campus. The club has grown over the years, and they're excited for the year to come with the elections going on and all the help they will be able to give.
Support for both Ms. Krebs and Mr. Jackley.
Happy holiday!
Who's having fun?
Hello, sir. Happy Hobo Day. Thanks for coming. Oh, here is
SDSU's 19th president, President Emeritus, and First Lady Emeritus, driving his own automobile, David and Marcia Sheequin.
Happy Hobo Day!
Got the bunny ears on, President.
Ears up this morning. Our next entry is from the Boys and Girls Club of Brookings. The Boys and Girls Club serves over 400 kids each day in the summer and during the school year. The club focuses on programming and healthy lifestyles, character and leadership, and academic success in order to make responsible future citizens.
Next, we have the Winside High School Band, the Marching Wildcats of Winside, Nebraska. The Winside High School Band is under the direction of Kathy Hansen, and the band consists of 30 students from Nebraska. Thrilled to have you up here in South Dakota, Winside.
The next entry is from the Brookings Lodge, number 24. The Masons are the oldest fraternity in the world. They strive to make good men better. Along with their associated organizations of Scottish Rite, York Rite, Eastern Star, and Shiners, they support children's clinics and hospitals throughout the world. The Brookings Lodge was chartered in 1894, 13 years after SDSU was founded, and has been serving the Brookings community ever since.
I recognize one of those guys. That's Dusty Road, part of the leadership of SIGAP as well, so another important
Thought
organization.
he looked familiar. Next we have the CMA Dakota Disciplines Chapter. The Christian Motorcyclists Association is a nonprofit interdenominational organization dedicated to reaching people for Christ in the highways and byways through motorcycling. We welcome those from all walks of life to come ride with us as we share our love for Jesus. Happy Holiday Day, folks!
That's followed by the SDSU Agronomy and Conservation Club,
And a
which
big
gives-
green tractor.
which gives students a chance to learn about and interact with industry leaders and students from around the nation while being involved both on campus and in the Brookings community. The SDSU Agronomy and Conservation Club.
Come on, let's move it. I'm ready. What? What's to move? Oh, they're not. Dan. Oh, they're gonna do it. Oh yeah, but stay ready. Oh no, they're gonna pass. Woo!
Next we have the Black Student Alliance, or BSA.
I think we're going to get
organization-
treated to a step show, guys. I sprained an ankle just watching that. That's awesome, guys.
The BSA is an organization that fosters community for all students on campus with a combined men's and women's step team.
They're followed by the American Legion Riders Post 15, Chapter 2. American Legion Riders Post 15, Chapter 2 is honoring those who have served in the military and those that are currently serving our country. Midwest Maidens, the Roller Girls, are here in their special entry.
The Midwest Maidens are your local roller derby league. New skaters are always welcome. Join the Maidens for New Skater November coming up. Find the Midwest Maidens on Facebook, and get ready for season number 5 in 2018. Happy Harbor Day! Good to see you!
That was Aubrey Vanderbush. She's
Yes, it
famous.
Now you are. Ooh, another float coming up.
This one relies on the theme of the cow jumping over the moon. Very well done, well executed. Looks absolutely like a Holstein jumping over the moon. Thank you.
They are over the moon for SDSU.
SDSU's Dairy Club is over the moon for SDSU. Look at those milk cans on the back. That's awesome. And I got cheese from them.
The Dairy Club has 70 plus members from a variety of majors on campus. They participate in many events throughout the year, from ditch cleaning to selling holiday cheese boxes. Oh yes, we get those every year.
The perfect gift.
Dairy Club was named SDSU College of Ag and Bio Club of the Year and SDSU Program of the Year for our planning and hosting of the American Dairy Science ASSDC Conference.
Delta Chi and Chi Omega fraternity are in our next float. Nemo is homeward bound. The men of Delta Chi fraternity and the women of Chi Omega sorority have partnered together on this creative float. Going off the theme Homeward Bound, both organizations are dressed as characters from Finding Nemo.
Right.
And that's Senator Matthew Bruxford, mixing with the crowd. That's the Nepalese student organization. We're happy to have them here in the Hobo Day. Become a South Dakota foster parent, South Dakota Native Foster Care with Foster One, South Dakota.
motorcycle group coming up.
Very nice.
Followed by a pretty smoky machine down there.
The El Riyadh Shrine from Mitchell, Corn Palace, South Dakota. The Corn Palace Hillbillies. And these guys come armed with a squirt gun.
Welcome to the Shriners Outhouse number 1.
Oh, we got one coming from the running boards too.
From Sioux Falls, South Dakota. This unit consists of over 50 members. Shriners own and operate 22 hospitals, specializing in the treatment of children with burns, orthopedic, spinal cord, cleft palate, and lip conditions up to the age of 18, regardless of their ability to pay.
There's a chance that one might need a tune-up.
We're being smoked out here.
Anybody need it?
Happy holiday, Shriners.
Oh, look at the carousel ponies.
These guys look like they could be brothers of Worry Will here. Very impressive costume, men.
Next, we have the History Club coming up.
Carrying very large spears. Pikes.
Oh my goodness.
And by spears, I meant pikes, of course.
Engineering to a pumpkin chuck. Where are you, mechanical
It's been a
engineering?
year. They're too
It
scared.
looks like there might be a throwdown between the History Club and Mechanical Engineering. They've got their weaponry right here on the next float. So watch your news tonight to see if Mechanical Engineering and Pumpkin Chuck ended up tangling the way they predicted there. The Political Science Club is next, followed by a float representing Little International.
Little International is a two-day agricultural exposition planned, organized, and implemented by SDSU students. The event brings in FFA students from across the state to compete in events, as well as gives college students the opportunity to compete in the showing. The 95th Little I will be March 23rd to 24th in 2018.
Barnyard Cadets is a hobo spirit organization supporting SDSU traditions. And there's the official Jackrabbit mascot in the cage there, enjoying the ride. It's the Bum Band. Far Across is the song they're playing.
It's Saturnalia.
Special entry from EBY. They're followed by Brookings Area Crime Stoppers. Crime Stoppers is a partnership with local law enforcement where citizens can anonymously call, text, or submit a tip online to police. If the tip leads to an arrest, tipsters can receive a cash award for up to $1,000. That'll help pay for books. Follow Brookings Area Crime Stoppers on Facebook. Here's our friends, the College Democrats.
Happy Hobo Day! SDSU College Democrats maintains a grassroots network of young people that is open and inclusive to all, reaches out to all races, sexes, and minorities, and increases participation by Democrats in local, state, and national offices.
Followed by our supporters for Sutton. Another Tom Petty audio accompaniment coming here today from the Sutton Ranch stage line. Next we have our Brookings Regional Humane Society and the Vet and Biomedical Sciences Department.
We adopted our dog from the Humane Society.
did indeed.
9 years ago. Yep.
That dog is going to live
A
forever.
Cocker Spaniel. You love him and you know it.
Yeah, some days. Lots of attractive dogs on the parade route today. And what would Hobo Day be without the traditional alpaca entry?
The Deer Creek alpacas are owned by Jan and Mark Selkin. They raise the alpacas for their wonderful fleece and they sell as yarn and handmade items such as hats, scarves, mittens, and socks. Like them on Facebook and they'd love for you to give them a visit.
Alpaca lunch to the Hobo Day parade.
You're so punny.
Here's our SDSU Horse Club. They're sponsoring a petting zoo on October 21st. Bring the kids down for that. It'll be enjoyable.
The SDSU Horse Club covered wagon horses provided by Mike Olson. SDSU Horse Club works to expose its members to the various aspects of the equine industry as well as educating the public. Happy Hobo
Happy
Day!
Hobo Day!
We got some Hobo alums coming here.
Yes. Hobo Day Committee alums. Current ones. One that got almost dragged behind a golf cart there.
Happy Hobo Day!
Ladies and gentlemen, the royalty of Hobo Day, the Hobo Day Committee.
Yes. Woo! And some more alums.
And even higher royalty, Grand Poobah, Parade Chair, and several assistants, Anna Shequin and her team.
Good job, committee. These folks put a lot of work into organize the Hobo Day week events.
It's really a remarkable
parade,
thing and tradition at SDSU.
and the bump trips in
Yep.
the summer.
That there's so much student-led projects. The Collegian, Little Eye, Capers, Cavorts, Student Theater, and of course Hobo Day, all student-led. Proud tradition here at SDSU. Well, this concludes the 105th Hobo Day Parade.
Yep.
Watch us again on
Police
the live
Department
stream.
entry. Looks like that's a wrap for this year.
And we'll see you for 106 next year.